This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota Twin City Subaru and 802 Honda. It's all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. This is our nor'easter that's tracking through. You can see it's mostly snow with rain to the south. Where the rain and snow line is closest, that's where there's going to be some wet snow loading, and that it tracks right in across our southern counties of Vermont. Here it comes. As you can see, it's mostly snow, a little bit of mix right there in parts of Bennington County in the lowest elevations. But it does look like we're looking at a little bit of wet snow loading in the southern two counties of Vermont, possibly even further to the north of that, mostly a dry snowfall all the way to the Canadian border. You're looking at the WRF, the latest 12Z WRF. Currently across Vermont, a little bit of flurry activity is moving in, mainly across our southern locations. We're not seeing anything too heavy out of it just yet. This is all going to start to pick up and begin to push in and spread the region, overspread the region, and continue in sort of northeast bound. And please see the latest heads-up information prior to this and a new issuance a little bit later on this afternoon. Looking at the latest European model here, we can see that the leading edge of snow, just very light, is starting to get into, this is valid at 10 o'clock this morning, a little earlier. And so as we head toward the 1 o'clock hour, or 2 o'clock hour, you can see that snow had finally progressed. It's really between 2 o'clock and about 5 o'clock this evening. The worst of the snow will come in and falling moderate to heavy, as it looks right now, across a pretty good chunk of Vermont, heading even into northern areas. So this will pick up, and again, the wettest snowfall is going to be in the southern four counties, especially east of the Green Mountains. A little bit lesser snows likely across the western side of the state, but this whole storm system will track on through. This is valid through 10 o'clock in the evening, and then through 1 o'clock in the morning, and it starts to push on out of here, and it's done well before we get it to 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So maybe a couple leftover flurries is going to be about it. After that, we clear on out. Next weather system pushes in. This is another nor'easter, but it's further to the south. If movement is heading northbound, this would change this up, of course, over time, but we're looking at just a little bit of wet snow shower activity across the southern Green Mountains and mainly rain elsewhere. This moves on out during Wednesday evening. And then as we get into Thursday, you can see another weather system tries to make a run at us. This is going to be mostly valid for Thursday night. So we're likely to be in between weather systems as it looks right now for Thursday. This is valid at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then finally, we're looking at 5 p.m. A little bit of rain shower, some wet snow shower activity across mainly northern Vermont for basically Thursday evening. This pushes on through and gets on out. It might be good for just some minor snowfall accumulation, but not a whole lot. And then we have a dry day on Friday. It looks like it stays dry into Saturday, with the next incoming weather system, a rainstorm, and another hefty, moderate shot, and with a little bit of freezing rain potential generally to our east, something we'll have to watch. This is centered on Montpelier, the GFS ensemble mixed with the Canadian, and you can see our main issue here, and then we dry on out, and we have a couple smaller issues to deal with, and then over towards Sunday, we'll start to see more precipitation. The total QPF is really not any great shakes, as it's indicated here by the GFS ensemble. We're talking only about 0.3 of an inch total, and then the next uptick will take place on the 27th, and that's as we get into basically Sunday, late Saturday night, Sunday morning, and so forth. Weather Prediction Center shows the main storm track with the heaviest precipitation really to the south of us, cutting across the four counties of Vermont, a little bit more into New Hampshire, and of course the heaviest precipitation associated on the southern side of that area of low pressure as it tracks on through. Now, this green is about a half-inch mark, and of course 0.25 of an inch for total QPF. This is valid over the next 7 days. Let's take a look at temperature. In the big picture, this is what the latest climate reanalyzer looks like. We're running just a little bit below normal in terms of our local temperatures here. We got warm air to the north, mostly to the south, some colder modified air, really modifying is dropped into parts of western Canada. That's probably going to be in our neck of the woods here soon. And you're looking at the 2-meter temperatures of the GFS ensemble. Dew point temperatures look like this. Nothing major there. Taking a look at the 850 hectopascal temperature is a little bit below the freezing mark, especially later in the week, but staying sub-freezing all snow. Quick look at precipitable water. Some suggestion, kind of a lot of differential here. Something juicy coming in around the corner, and that's the stuff it looks like for Sunday. That's precipitation type. And last but not least, total snowfall. 5-day weighted temperatures were basically neutral, a little bit of a warm up to the south of us and west of us. And then that does push in. This is 3 to 7 days later. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.